Please just follow the Food Nanny's basic recipe for this bread. That's what I did. I follow the same recipe. I'm only using King Arthur's unbleached flour. I'm gonna work my dough. Bring you back in a minute. Guys, this dough feels amazing. I'm gonna try and bring you closer, see if you can see better. Let me move this like that. But it is really amazing. And all I'm doing is this, and then with the back of my hands here, not the back, but you know, this part of my hands, I'm just kind of pushing it back into itself. So it feels like a balloon. I'm gonna let her rest here for a minute. I'm going to put, they say not, but I do butter on these and it always works for me. So that's what I'm gonna do now. Nifty thing here. So if we cut it in half, like so, okay. Oh man, this dough really does look amazing. Okay, so I'm gonna cut that one there and leave her there to rest. Actually, put a little bit of, okay, right there. And then this one, I think I still need to cut like in half. Am I gonna get 4 loaves? 4 out. So I'm gonna put some there, and then I'm gonna do this. Now, I saw this lady, really like the way she kind of spread her dough, and I'm gonna try and do the very same thing. And she just tried and make like a square. So she went like this. She also said, and the tape, if you get a lot of resistance when you're doing this and it bounces back, just kind of leave it alone for a little bit and come back so that it could rest, and then you can come back. I'm gonna fill this one with the apple butter. I cannot wait. Let it rest for a little bit, like so. She said just do this. See, it's not bouncing back as quickly as it did before. Okay, I'm gonna do this. And for mine, because my pans aren't that wide, I'm gonna have to be careful. Okay, so this looks pretty good to me, okay? So I'm gonna do this. And this is what, let me make sure I can peel it off and it doesn't, yeah. So what she did was the following, you guys, and I'm gonna do the same thing. Watch. She did this. Obviously, she didn't do this part, because she didn't fill hers with anything, but I want to fill mine with this. My daughter made this and shipped it to me from Las Vegas, and her neighbor made this, and it is absolutely to die for. So I figure, you know what? I am gonna put it and make it and have it into a bread loaf, apple butter bread loaf. And I think that's gonna be amazing. Okay, so what she did was she went like this. The one that I saw online, she just did this. And that's all she did. And then she kind of tucked the ends like so, like this, and then she put it in her pan, which is exactly what I'm gonna be doing. Okay, I'm gonna pick it up like this and drop it in here. That's how she did it. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of oil on top, so when it rises, it doesn't dry out and crack. I'm gonna do the same process I think I'm gonna get 3 loaves, 2 regular size and a smaller loaf, and that's what I'm gonna do. So the other one I'm gonna make with this, and then I'm gonna make one plain. Not bad, huh? Okay, here I have the cinnamon one. This one's gonna go, this is gonna be my small one. Drop it here. Then I'm going to add some of my spray. So that, and then I'm gonna cover it and let it rise for about, it should rise like a little bit above the pan, and then it'll be fine. And then I can bake it. All right, bringing you back, I'm sorry. I am going to add, I'm gonna spray it with avocado cooking spray. That's what I spray. Now I forgot which one I said. This one is the one with the apple butter. This one is the one with the cinnamon. And this one is the plain one. Okay, that's good. All I'm going to do is leave it at room temperature and let it do its thing. If you have the AC on, turn it off because it will take forever for this thing to be done. So there you have it. It didn't even take me to put this whole thing together. Probably took me like 2 hours. A half an hour first, and then, no, about an hour and a half. And then to bake and everything is probably going to take me like another hour. So 2.5 hours to 3 hours roughly is what it's going to take for me to have this completed. What I'm going to do now is clean up, and I'll bring you back hopefully so you can see the double in size. I'm going to leave it uncovered because I don't want it to stick, and I have had it where it sticks to, even if I put the you know, the cling free, when you put it on there, it tends to cling, and because the cling free is only gonna be like this high, it causes a problem. So I'm just gonna leave it. I'm not gonna worry about it. Leave it like that. All I'm gonna do now is clean my mess, because then I gotta go help I gotta find a place where I can take a whole bunch of donations for women's shelter and whatnot. There's a lot of people in need right now, and if you can do your bit, to help out. But please don't donate things that you know that you wouldn't wear yourself or you wouldn't use yourself. Just because somebody's homeless doesn't mean that they get the junk that you leave behind. Okay, that's just my personal opinion. I would not donate anything that I wouldn't want for myself. So there you have it. That's my tip for the day. Hey guys, I just wanted to mention really quickly that when you're putting these to rise, if your counter surface is cold, always put a dish towel underneath, so that, you know, because if the counter is cold, it's going to take longer for it to rise. Okay guys, so it appears that it has doubled in size. Well, almost. And when you do the test that you make an indentation like this, and it springs back slowly like that, then it should be ready. I've already preheated my oven to 450. All right guys, here they go. They're gonna go in for 30 minutes, and I'll bring you back when they're done. Bread is supposed to be done. So, oh wow. Yeah, it's done. Let me take it out. Okay, here they are, all done. I find that it got a little bit too dark for my taste at the top. It's okay, but I prefer them a little bit lighter. And I also wanted to mention, I normally put a little pot with water inside the oven while it's baking, and I totally forgot to do that. But in any case, just remember that everyone's oven is different, and mine tends to heat up at a higher, higher temperature, because like I said, normally it's at 500 and I have to start at 450. So next time I make it, I'm just gonna put it at 400 because it's a little bit too dark for me. See that? Now it could very well be because, yeah, that's probably why it came out so dark, because I sprayed it with the avocado oil on top, and that has a high heat content. So maybe that is the culprit. Anyway, thank you so much. Whenever they get cooled, I'll open it so I can show you what it looks like inside. Okay, so the moment of truth has arrived. I'm gonna cut into it. Okay, not yet. I gotta go in a little bit deeper. Uh-oh, I think this is a plain white one, you guys, because I don't see anything. So I'm gonna have to cut the other one. But in any case, check it out. It looks good, very good. It's very, look at that. I mean, it looks amazing. I'm gonna put it in here. I'll finish cutting it in a minute, but I just want to show you what it looks like, and I think I got a hold of the wrong one. I think this is the one that has the apple butter. Let's see. See? Oh, yeah, I can't wait. Let's see. This is the apple butter. My husband's gonna love this. Let's see. Oh my goodness. You guys, doesn't that look beautiful? Woo-wee, I am loving it. And it smells amazing. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy. Guys, if you want to make this bread, just use the Food Nanny's basic Kamut flour bread. And you can use regular flour. You don't really, like you saw, I used King Arthur unbleached flour. And it worked out just fine. And I also noticed that I ended up using the whole 7 cups of flour for this one. Because you're using, you know, like, it's not the Kamut flour. The Kamut flour, I end up using less. But with this flour, I end up using all of it, actually. So depending on where you're at, just keep that in mind. Depending on the weather, temperature, and all that, depends. It's dependent on how much flour you're actually going to need. So I am tickled pink about my bread. Look at that.